Hello class. Welcome to the lesson of New Energy Vehicle Motor and Control System Maintenance. Today, we will learn about the structure and working principle of the reducer in new energy vehicles. In this lesson, we will cover 5 key points. 1. Overview of the reducer. 2. Structure of the reducer. 3. Working principle of the reducer. 4. Identification of the reducer. 5. Maintenance and care of the reducer. Overview of the reducer. Reducers are generally used in low-speed, high-torque transmission devices. For example, the speed reduction is achieved by using small gears to drive larger gears, to reduce the speed of the motor, internal combustion engine, or other high-speed power sources. The main function is to reduce speed, while increasing output torque, but it is important not to exceed the rated torque of the reducer. The reducer reduces both speed and inertia of the load. The structure of the reducer. The structure of the reducer used in new energy vehicles often adopts a fixed speed ratio to match the drive motor, which eliminates the need for components, such as transmissions and clutches. New energy vehicles integrate the reducer and differential into a single housing. The reducer is composed of a right housing, a left housing, an input shaft assembly, an intermediate shaft assembly, and a differential. It is characterized by a small size and compact structure, and is designed with a shared structure for forward and reverse gears. The reverse gear of the vehicle is achieved by reversing the motor. The working principle of the reducer is to transmit the high-speed motion of the drive motor to the input shaft of the reducer. The input shaft is meshed with a larger gear on the intermediate shaft, and the number of gears on the input shaft is smaller than the number of teeth on the larger gear on the intermediate shaft. Based on the inverse relationship between the gear ratio and the ratio of revolution, after being transmitted from the input shaft to the intermediate shaft obtains a lower speed motion compared to the input shaft, thus achieving the purpose of speed reduction and torque increase. After speed reduction and torque increase, it is passed to the differential gear, and then the differential gear drives the left and right half shafts to drive the wheels, enabling the vehicle to move. The power transmission path is as follows: drive motor, input shaft dimension, intermediate shaft gear, differential gear, differential, left and right half shafts, left and right wheels. Identification of the reducer. The reducer identification number of the new energy vehicle consists of the supplier code of the first row, followed by the year, month, and date, the serial number, and the second row platform code, together with the reducer assembly code. The year corresponding to the identifier of the reducer can be selected as indicated in the table below. The maintenance of the reducer. For initial maintenance of new energy vehicles, it is recommended to change the lubricating oil at 3,000 kilometers, or 3 months after the running-in period of the reducer, and then perform regular maintenance. The maintenance and upkeep should be carried out at authorized service centers, and the recommended maintenance period is shown in the table below. Maintenance and upkeep precautions. 1. The maintenance period should be determined based on either the mileage or the number of months, whichever comes first. Regular maintenance should be performed within 80,000 kilometers. According to the table, and beyond 80,000 kilometers, maintenance should be performed with the same cycle. 2. Method B indicates that lubricating oil should be replaced when necessary during maintenance and upkeep inspections. H indicates the replacement of lubricating oil. 3. When conducting other repair operations, it is also necessary to check whether the reducer is leaking oil. Do you understand the structure and working principle of the reducer in new energy vehicles? Please think about how to calculate the transmission ratio of the reducer. That's all for today's lesson. Thanks for watching. The class is over now.